For decades it was whispered about in Hollywood circles, hinted at in interviews, carefully avoided in memoirs. But now, Linda Ronstadt, one of the most respected voices in the history of American music, has finally confirmed what many people long suspected about the Smothers Brothers. And the story behind the confirmation is every bit as fascinating as the rumor itself. To appreciate this story fully, you have to understand just how dominant these three figures were in the same extraordinary cultural moment. The Smothers Brothers, Tom and Dick, weren't just a comedy act. During the late 1960s, their CBS variety show became the most politically charged program on American television, famously pushing boundaries that made network executives deeply uncomfortable and ultimately got the show canceled in 1969 despite massive ratings. Meanwhile, Linda Ronstadt was ascending toward becoming the biggest-selling female recording artist of the 1970s, a woman whose voice could move effortlessly from rock to country to pop to opera with breathtaking ease. Their worlds overlapped more than most fans ever realized. The rumors that have circulated for years centered on the behind-the-scenes culture of the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, specifically the degree to which the show's producers and talent coordinators actively shaped or suppressed the careers of performers who appeared on or around the program. Several musicians and comedians from that era have alluded over the years to a complex web of industry relationships, political pressures, and personal loyalties that defined who got airtime and who quietly disappeared. Linda Ronstadt appeared in that orbit at a pivotal moment in her own career. And what she experienced, and has now spoken about with remarkable candor, paints a picture of old Hollywood that is equal parts fascinating and troubling. In recent interviews, Ronstadt has been characteristically direct. Now in her late 70s and having courageously documented her battle with Parkinson's disease, which ended her singing career in 2011, she has entered a phase of her life defined by honesty over image management. She confirmed that the atmosphere surrounding the Smothers Brothers and their circle was far more politically and personally complicated than the public ever knew. That loyalties were tested. That certain voices were deliberately amplified while others were quietly sidelined. And that navigating that environment as a young woman in the music industry required a kind of toughness that nobody warned her she would need. What makes this confirmation resonate so deeply is who it comes from. Linda Ronstadt has nothing left to prove and nothing left to protect. With a net worth estimated at $50 million, a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 2014, and a legacy that spans genres and generations, she speaks now purely from a place of truth. And the Smothers Brothers themselves, Tom still living, Dick having passed in 2023, leave behind a legacy complicated enough to deserve exactly this kind of honest reckoning. Some stories take 50 years to fully surface. This is one of them. Linda Ronstadt spent a career lending her extraordinary voice to other people's songs and making them sound like her own. Now she is lending that same voice to history, and the echoes are reaching further than anyone expected. The truth, it turns out, has a way of finding its moment. And sometimes that moment arrives right on time.